Hey everybody, and welcome back to Life with Lolo. It is time for another weekly rambling. I know y'all, I skipped last week's, but look, I needed to take a little me time because I am mentally drained. I am just like mentally tired. So I really had to get like some me time and just like relax my mind and stuff like that. And I'm still mentally tired, mentally fatigued and stuff, but I'm like, look, you can't stay in this space for that long. You got to push through it and get back on it. Do what you're supposed to do. Get your YouTube channel up here popping and stuff, because your end goal is to meet 1,000 by December on this channel. So in order to do that, you gotta be out here talking to your peoples. And you can't just leave your peoples just all willy nilly and stuff like that. So I was just like, I'm gonna get on here and do a weekly rambling and give y'all what it is. Okay. I'm not gonna be on here too long because I still gotta wash my hair and it is late at night and I still gotta get up tomorrow and do my clinical hours. So I'm not gonna talk about too long because most of the stuff I really wanted to talk about last week. So it's kind of old. But that's why I said it's not going to be like a weekly rambling high and be like 40-50 minutes in. It's not going to be that long because a lot of stuff has already, it's kind of like old news type thing. But I just want to kind of touch on it and get my little opinion on it and whatnot. And like I said, I still gotta wash my hair. Do you see this hair? Like, I still gotta wash it. Then I gotta twist it up or something, child, so I can throw this wig on tomorrow because my hair is not gonna be dry by tomorrow. So, yeah. So let me just stop rambling and get into it. How y'all doing? Okay, how is everyone doing? And y'all still staying safe? Y'all still protecting yourselves, wearing y'all masks, social distancing, all that good stuff. I hope everyone is still well out there, still employed if you are employed, or still getting whatever you need to get for yourself and your family if you are not employed at this time, because 2020 has been that bitch. And yeah, so it's been rough out here, so I understand. And if you were going through a rough spell and you mentally, physically tired, all the other stuff, I am saying sending prayers out to you, because trust and believe, I know the struggle very well. So y'all just keep your heads up. It's to take one day at a time. And if one day is too much, take 1 hour at a time. And if 1 hour is too much, take a minute. And then always take time out for yourself. Turn off all your devices. If just social media, period, just kind of turn off social media. If you want to sit there and binge watch TV or whatever you do to relax yourself, journal, read, walk, whatever, just do that. Just take time out for yourself. Take a bath, just take time for yourself, because if you don't take time for yourself and treat yourself first and foremost, then you will be drained, and who else going to do it other than yourself? So just do that for yourself. I have to tell myself that all the time because I always want to do for other people, and I really don't want to take the time out for myself, because I always be like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I got this long list, yada yada yada. And it's like, you know what? If I'm not taking care of myself, how the hell I'm supposed to complete this list? How the hell I'm supposed to complete my goals? How I'm supposed to reach this next chapter in my life if I don't take a moment out of the day to just be me, do me? Even if I want to lay down, take a nap for 30 minutes, lay down and quiet for 30 minutes, whatever I want to do to make me happy, that's what I got to do. And that's what I'm telling y'all to do. Even if you're not feeling drained or anything like that, just take the time to recharge. Take the time to love yourself, basically. Any day, all day. Even if you have like a lazy Saturday or something like that, don't be too hard on yourself, like, oh my God, I ain't do nothing this day. Who cares? You can do it tomorrow. So look, take the time out, love yourself, take care of yourself, treat yourself to something nice, within your budget, because you don't want to go outside your budget, then you gotta worry about how you're gonna pay whatever. So just, in your budget and stuff. So just take care of yourselves, y'all. What else? I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Like I said, I ain't gonna be doing too much of the yappity yappity because I got to do this. I got to do this. Let's get into it. Let's first and foremost, I'm gonna send some prayers over there to Africa, Nigeria to be specific, because they are going through the whole war over there, and SARS. So in SARS, we got to help them in SARS. I'm not sure what America is pretty much doing. I haven't heard anything like they're doing anything or nothing like that. So but it is horrible over there. It is really horrible. And the sad thing about it is it's the same color against each other. So I just hope they end soon. I heard it's been going on for years, but they haven't really been saying much. But I think it's gotten worse. That's why we're hearing about it more in the last couple of weeks or whatever. So it is really bad out there. So I'm sending my prayers to everyone over there in Nigeria, and hopefully they can end this soon so they can get on with their their lives the best way they can, especially the ones who have been affected by it. So I'm just sending some prayers over there to them. What else? Oh, it was a story about the governor from Michigan, Gretchen Whitmore, and the Virginia governor. Child, I was like, not Northern. They was trying to kidnap. They was trying to kidnap my governor. Child, they was a whole kidnapping scheme because they was the ones who had, they had stopped, like, they had the whole mask thing, and they were the protesters who don't want to wear a mask and stuff like that, and the jobs had, the businesses had closed and all this other stuff. They were upset. You know who it was? The people who still don't want to, the people who vote, MAGA, that's what it's called. They was put up this plot to kidnap the goddamn governor of Michigan and Virginia. I said, are you goddamn serious? Now, how crazy can we be? You was going to kidnap the... Child, I'm glad they ain't go through with that. But I'm like, y'all was going to really kidnap the governors because they made a law to wear a mask. Why is this so... I don't understand why it's so difficult to wear a goddamn mask. You're just putting it over your face and breathe. Like, why is this so difficult? I don't understand. I don't understand. But let them go out there hunting or something like that, and they gotta put on the mask, or let them wear that... I ain't even gonna say nothing, because I was about to say something else, but I ain't even gonna say it. But y'all know, let them wear something over their head. That was fine, but you can't wear something right here. Get out my face with that foolery. Child, Cardi B and Offset, they back together. But I had told y'all this, was it 2-3 weeks ago, when I was asking y'all, like, is they back together because of the video I saw where she was dancing all night and partying and whatnot, and she was doing like the WAP dance on his genitals and whatnot. So I thought that they was already back together, but I didn't want to assume, but I was like, I ain't never do that with somebody I was finna divorce or whatever. I ain't, So I kind of already knew they was back together, but it was announced, so I want to say like a week ago or something like that she was back with him. And then of course people on Twitter was going ham and stuff like, why would you take him back? He this, he that, and yada, yada, yada. And she got on Twitter this week, I want to say, and was cussing people out. You know how Cardi B do. She was going back and forth with the people on Twitter and stuff. And I'm like, girl, you mad because they in your business, but you put your business out there for them to be in. So, like, stop putting your business out there and then they won't be in your business. Like, whatever. But they back together. I'm not surprised. I haven't heard that the divorce the paperwork has been pulled back or whatever like that, but it wouldn't even surprise me if it really wasn't even filed or anything like that. So I'm like, whatever. I wasn't surprised about that shit. What else? Ryan Henry, he slept with his best friend's baby mama. I said, ooh. But that don't surprise me neither, because Ryan looked like the type. Like, why he just sleeping with Kitty? Is it Kitty? Kit sleeping with Kit, and that was supposed to be C's ex-girlfriend or whatever like that, and they were supposed to be friends, so it don't even surprise me. But this friend, he was supposed to be like his bestie. Like, they went on family trips together, they went on the whole Black Ink tour Black Ink Crew tour or whatever. When Ryan, remember how they opened up the season? Was it this season or last season? Like the beginning of the season before they had came back off their break, and we saw the whole Corona thing. So Ryan had went on to like different cities and stuff like that to do tats at convention centers and whatnot. The guy was traveling with him, so they was like really, 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 really close and stuff. And then the dude had cancer. So the whole time the man going to get his shots and chemo and all this other stuff, child ran over here boinking his dang going baby mama. I said, Lord have mercy. So the best friend put all the business out there in the streets. I was just like, oh my goodness. Somebody was saying like they're filming again, so it might be a storyline, but I'm like, that's one of hell of a storyline. I would not want to use that as a storyline. Me being accused of having sex with my best friend's baby mama, because that's a violation all the way. And then the man had cancer, so why would you want to use that as a storyline? I don't know. I think it's real. I think he slept with the baby mama, and they got text messages and stuff like that. So, child, filming or not, I would not want to pretend that was my storyline at all. Ain't that much of a check. Ain't that much. I mean, unless you give me $1 million an episode, then I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, we slept together. But I don't think Black Ink Crew's doing that. So, you know. Jesse Williams and his ex-wife, they finally divorced for 3 years, and I think she getting like $40,000 a month or something like that. Child, is it $40,000 a month? I want to say it's $40,000 a month. $40,000 a month in child support. I said, oh, well, damn, that's a lot of money. But she got a nice lifestyle because he was making over $100,000 an episode on Grey's Anatomy, so they got a cushy lifestyle. So who knows if she's gonna be able to stretch that $40,000 a month? But I'm like, girl, that's more than people make in a year. So, child, you better make it stretch. And then Dr. Dre's wife, she was being looked at for embezzlement or whatever like that from the business that they own together and stuff. So I'm like, well, how was that embezzlement if she owned the business too? And then she was able to go to the bank and withdraw the money and ain't nobody question her. So I don't believe the story. I just believe he trying to put something on her. So, he'll win or won't have to pay her as much when they go to, get divorced and stuff like that. So I was just like, that don't even sound right. And then that whole Ice Cube thing, I'm not really going to touch that because at this point, Ice Cube claiming he ain't really say he was supporting the Orange Tang Man or whatever. He was just saying like they called him up and said that they was going to give him $33 billion or something like that, $25 billion, a whole bunch of money to the black community and stuff like that. And while the Democrats was like, we'll talk to you after the election and yada yada yada, so he was going to go with them because that's what they was going to give. And I'm like, that don't even sound right. When have they ever given some money to the black community like that? Like, come on now, Ice Cube. But now he done put his name all drug in the mud, and people talking about they gonna cancel him and all this other stuff. I'm like, y'all is not finna cancel no Ice Cube. I know 50 Cent and the other rich people up there talking about something, they gonna vote for the Orange Man because of the whole taxes and stuff, because they getting tax breaks. Of course the rich gonna vote for him because they getting these huge ass tax breaks, which to me, they should be the main ones paying the damn taxes because you got the fucking money. Like, come on now. By you sitting up here getting the taxes, all these taxes paid from the middle class and the poor, that we can't give up all that tax money, but the damn rich getting tax breaks like out the yin yang where they ain't even got to pay a whole bunch of back in taxes. So it's just crazy to me. The whole system is just backwards and shit. And it's just irritating. And then yeah. It's too late for me to go in on it, but it just seems so ass backwards to me. But I guess that's how the rich keep staying richer, and that's how the poor keep staying poorer, because we don't really get those breaks that they get, and we should be the ones who are giving those breaks more so because we don't have the income to, survive or move forward or whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I can't think of the word right now. But they get the tax break. So 50 Cent saying that's not a big shocker. I don't like 50. I don't really like T.I. because yeah. But yeah, I just so him saying that really was not a big shocker, and I wouldn't even be surprised if he had voted for him previously. But 50 is a bully and a troll, so who knows if he really is serious or not. But whatever, it's a whole bunch of them out there who probably gonna vote for him because they save so much in taxes and so because they have such huge tax breaks and stuff like that. So I don't know. Y'all just go out there and vote. And that's what I meant to say in the beginning. Y'all go out there and vote. Okay. I already did early voting. I voted on Thursday. So last Thursday, me, my son, and my girlfriend, we went to the voting office down here because in Virginia we could do early voting. I want to say September 29th to October 31st. Did not know until like early October, but we went out and voted on Thursday. So our votes are in. So y'all, if y'all have early voting in your area, go ahead and vote early. You know, go ahead and get out the way because the lines for early, I heard the lines for early voting have been long. It was somebody, I don't remember their name, but they were I want to say tweeting or live tweeting or recording or something like that. And they said they were standing in line for more than 13 hours. I was like, are you effing kidding me right now? So if that's the early voting line, you know the polls is going to be a long wait. And especially in areas where they are trying to suppress the voting, where they're trying to have people just fall out of line and stuff like that, especially in the brown communities and stuff, where they are kind of like, yeah, we don't really want them to vote because more than likely they're going to sway on the side of Biden. That's why they trying to suppress the votes and stuff. So they having one poll working and one poll booth or all this other stuff, which is crazy. And it's just ridiculous. And so their lines are going to be long because they're hoping that, the people, somebody see this long line, they just not going to vote. They just going to fall out the line. And you have to go to your voting area. Like it's not like, okay, well, this line too long here. Let me go down the street because it's another poll office down the street. So I'm going to just roll down there. No, you have to go to the office that you are assigned to or whatever like that. You can't go anywhere else. So they are banking on people seeing these long ass lines on November 3rd to drop out and not cast their vote. And then that's another no vote is just another vote for the orange person. So if you cannot vote early, if you can vote early in your area, please vote early. If you was writing in your ballot, mailing it in, I hope you have already mailed it in because November 3rd is right around the corner. So that has to be there to be open and counted by November 3rd. So please, 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 please get your stuff in there so it can get to where it needs to get to be counted as a vote. Also, if you cannot vote early in your area or whatever like that, then go out here to the polls on November 3rd. Take a chair, take some, I might say a mobile device. Child, take your cell phone. It's late, Take your cell phone and then take like a power charge, like a portable charger or something like that. Or have it sitting in your car, like something. Like take a buddy with you or somebody who, if you got to go pee, they can stand in the line for you and then you run. Like do something where you are able to still have your voice heard by casting your vote on November 3rd. Please, y'all, we got to do this. We have to go out here and cast our votes. We have to speak. This is the way we can voice, we can talk and get our stuff out there, what we need and stuff like that. So please, 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 please. And then we got to get this orange tank man up out of this office. So please cast your votes. Please, 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 please. All right. So enough of that because I had forgot. And it had just hit me when I was talking about them rich people, child. But please vote. Meg and Tory Lanez. So Tory Lanez apparently had some live or whatever where he was talking about the encounter because remember he's about to, I think they pressed charges on him. Charges have been filed and stuff like that on him for the shooting of her in the feet or whatever. So he went on his live and he wanted to tell what happened or whatever. I did not watch the live. I'm not watching the live. My thing is, and I've said this in the other videos, and I'm going to keep saying it today. What could she have possibly done to make you shoot her in the feet? You is not going to tell me anything that's going to make me be like, okay, yeah, that was a good ass reason to shoot her in the feet. You was right. Yes. No, nothing you tell me, nothing you say out your mouth is going to make me say that what you did was okay. Like nothing. So I don't even understand why he on this whole tour and this whole live thing and Twitter and music and all this other stuff telling his story. Like, no, you should have been said something. You should have been said something. If you like, come on. Like the only way, like you want to be like, no, I don't even care if she snatched the gun and pointed at her foot herself, and you had to like no, there's nothing you can tell me, nothing you can tell me that's gonna say, yeah, you did right, like nothing. So I wish he just stopped and like, come on now, like just stop, just really stop. You. And then he gonna say he still wanna be her friend or something like that. Like, first of all, what? That's some crazy talk. Cause for what? Cause the kid know if I'm saying I didn't do anything, and then this person is accusing me of shooting you or doing something like that, and you sit up here saying you didn't do nothing, but they accusing you of this big thing or whatever. Why would you want to be their friend? Like, that just tell me he crazy, because like that don't even make no sense. Like, what? So based off that alone, I know he did something to her feet. And why would she even lie? And then the x-rays and stuff show that she got shot in her feet. So, like, come on now. Tori, do better. Shonda Rhimes apparently is going to move her stuff over to Netflix. She apparently she like, because ABC is owned by Disney or whatever, so apparently she asked Disney if they can give her an extra ticket or something like that, or 3 extra tickets to Disney land, because Disney World is in Florida, Disneyland over there in California. And they gave her like a hard time at first or whatever, and then they finally was like, okay, we'll give you the ticket and stuff. So they give her the tickets, and one of her family members got down there, and one of the tickets wasn't working or whatever. So she called them, because she didn't go. So she called the people at ABC and was like, the ticket that y'all gave me is not working, yada, yada, yada. They basically told her, like, damn, like, you can't just get a ticket on your own type thing. We didn't give you enough or something. So she was like, oh, okay. And so she called her people up and was like, look, y'all find out how you can get me a deal with Netflix as I'm up out of here. I said, oh, well, damn. And I can see, like, this chapstick on here, child. I'm sorry, y'all. I was about to say, oh, I can see where, because in my head, I was like, well, damn, Shonda, you could just brought, like, the ticket to Disneyland and just kept it moving or whatever like that. But I guess she like, look, it's the principle of the thing. I done made all this money for ABC. The least they can do is give me a goddamn free ticket to Disneyland for my family to enjoy themselves. So that's where she was coming from. I understand it, but then in a way, I'm like, you could have just brought your ticket. So... But I guess if they do it for everybody else, it must be something like that they do it for everybody else. So why couldn't you just do it for me too, type thing? Because I'm like, you making billions, okay? You made them billions, and you done made some billions. So why couldn't you just buy the ticket? But like I said, I guess she was like, it's the principalities of it all. So yeah, she gonna go over to Netflix. So we probably gonna see more from her, more in detail. Like, now I wish that freaking How to Get Away with Murder was on Netflix, because that shit would have been, y'all know that would have been some good shit, because Netflix, you can do whatever over there on damn Netflix. So that shit would have been nice. That would have been real nice. Grey's Anatomy already on there, like the reruns and stuff. I wish they just let Grey's Anatomy go. It's on season 17 or 15. I don't know. My daughter is in love with the show. I'm like, I mean, I'm going to watch it with you. But if it go off air, I would not be sad. Okay. What else? Killer Mike. I cannot think of his real name. But Killer Mike, he started a black bank So, which is good. I think they took donations for, because they're talking about banking black. They're going to open up a shoot. They want to recreate the Black Wall Street that was here back in the day, where it was all burnt down and stuff like that, because the white people didn't want to see the black people grow and be, wealthy and living life, like just minding their goddamn business. But whatever, we ain't gonna get into that. But they are trying to recreate Black Wall Street, basically, and we're trying to get it. So I say we, like I'm joining, I know Killer Mike and we doing something. No, but he is trying to put out that message that, we need to keep our black dollar within our black circle and stuff, the same way other races and stuff like that do. They keep it in their circle. They circulate their money or whatever like that. And that's what they're trying to do. So bank black, shop black, do all the other stuff like everybody else. It's not like this is something new in the world or the community or anything like that, because other cultures and ethnicities do it. So, like, why can't we do it too, basically? So, he started a black bank. I'm not sure the name of it, but I think I want to say, I'm gonna have to look it up, and I might put it in the description box below if I don't forget, but I'll put it up in the description box where the name of the bank and stuff like that. But I think it's a good idea. I think they were taking donations or something like that to put in black banks, like $50,000 or something like that, to build the capital. That's what it was. It was to build capital to loans and stuff like that. So black people, black business owners, stuff like that can get loans, basically, because if we are able to bank black, sometimes it's hard for us to get loans versus the other people to get loans. So we need that money, that capital, into the bank, so they're able to give them loans and stuff like that. That took me a long time to get that out, because I had read about it a while ago. So I'm trying to remember what it was, what was it about. So that took me a long time, y'all. I'm sorry about that. But basically, that's what it is. So they were taking donations, and I think they raised up to like 50,000 so far to be able to give loans out to small black businesses and stuff like that. So that's good. And then Killer Mike started a black bank where you can bank, basically put your money in there, it'll grow and yada yada yada, like a regular bank. I know there are a lot of other black banks out there, because I've seen some in some of my business type and credit Facebook groups. So I've seen a lot of them. I have not, and this is another group, it's like Buy Black or something like that on Facebook. Is it Buy Black? It's Buy Black 2020 or We Buy Black. It's something like, it's a whole bunch of them groups out there that I think I'm in like 3 of them. But in one of those groups, they have like a thread where it's telling about black owned banks, black owned this, black owned that. So if you are still on Facebook, you check out some of those groups and stuff like that, and they will have a listing of black banks in the area where you can sign up and put your money into the black banks. I am not I do not have my money in a black bank, but I think I will research it and maybe start like a savings account or something like that, just so I can, get back to my community and whatnot, because I don't have anything against keeping my money inside my circle. Like, I think we should help our communities grow. We should elevate and uplift and recreate what was taken from us. So I don't see anything wrong with it. What y'all say? And then the last one I have on here is Tamar versus everybody, because that's what it's pretty much is. Child, she done got on here. So, her show, what was it? Let's Talk About It or Check Yourself. What was it? Not Let's Talk About It. What's the name of the show? What's it? Check Yourself. Well, y'all know the name of her show. The one that just went off weed. I heard it was a mess. I did not watch it. Because I heard it was a mess, and I really did not feel comfortable watching it, especially after what happened with her and this past summer and stuff like that, and then her whole thing against WeTV and whatnot, and then WeTV was supposed to stop the show, but then they ended up just pushing it back a month. And I thought that was weird because I was like, oh, because I remember seeing the commercials on, because it was supposed to come out in like August, I want to say. And I kept seeing the commercials, and then all of a sudden, after that whole incident happened, it kind of stopped. So I was like, oh, okay, good. They at least pulled it. And then the commercials started rolling back out, and I think it aired in like September or whatever. So I was like, well, damn, they ain't, I thought they let her loose, but they didn't. And the whole stuff with her family going after David and stuff, and them two then broke up, and the whole thing with Tony going after him, I guess talking about something, don't bring the children into this mess and whatnot. So then that's that. And then, child, this past week, I was what was I doing? I don't know what I was doing, child, but I was looking at something, and then I saw like because I watch her on YouTube, Ashley Miller. Ashley Miller. She's one of my top 5 YouTubers that I watch all the time and stuff like that. And she had posted a tweet, and then Tamar had responded back to the tweet. And then it was on the Shade Room, it was on the Jasmine brand, it was on everything. The Ashley Miller's Twitter thing, which her Twitter handle, I follow her on Twitter too, is Big Mama My Arm. And she had tweeted like she just saw the trailer to Braxton Family Values, and she was just like she was still working with them at that time. I just saw this crazy or whatever like that. Child, it was about the suicide, and then Tamar retweeted her, or tweeted her, I should say, because it was a retweet. Yeah, it was a retweet. She retweeted her and was like, "No, pumpkin, that's not even what happened. What went on was a reenactment, or they recreated the damn scene where they got the phone calls to say that she was she committed suicide stuff." I said, what? That's some crazy shit. Like, why would you even want that? Why would you even do that to your sister like that? But she basically like F them type thing. And I'm like, that's crazy, because I understand they filming a show and whatnot. So I guess that's part of their life, but they could have really like told them like, no, we not doing this. Like, we not finna do this. We not finna exploit my sister's pain and her incident and stuff like that. That was a tough time in our lives and stuff. Like, they could at least talked about it, maybe in their interview, and was like, well, this is a hard time. Something had happened, but I don't really want to discuss it, yada, yada, yada. But to reenact it like you was just getting a phone call that she was rushed to the hospital and all this other stuff, that is seems too much. And they ought to be ashamed of themselves like that. And I'm like, that's crazy. Because you just exploiting somebody's pain like that. That's really crazy to me. But to me, I don't know. Because on the one hand, it's kind of like, well, what did you expect? They filming the TV show. And then on the other hand, it's like, that's really effed up. Like, you could have at least said no and stuff like that. And I think she's still on this season, because I seen the commercials for it when I be watching Love After Lockup. And I've seen the commercials for it, and she's on there in a few episodes. I'm not sure if she's going to be on there the whole season, because basically it's about, what's that girl name? Trina. Is it Trina? Yeah, Trina getting married and stuff. So basically, that's what the season is going to be about. And then they said it's going to be some drama or something like that. I don't know. I think I maybe watch. I think maybe I watched a half a season of the Braxton Family Values, and that was early. That was early back in the beginning. Like season 1 or 2, something like that. And then after a while, I was just like, And I might have, did I watch the whole season? I really don't think I watched the whole season. I think I would come in at certain episodes, and then if it was like a marathon, then it would kind of play or whatever like that. But I was really never like, oh, I need to sit down and watch BFV because I really wasn't all that interested in anything like that, because I just kind of thought it was going to go downhill. I think the last one I saw, No, I saw more after that. But the one I saw where I thought it was going to go downhill was when they was doing like the family counseling, and they couldn't even really sit down and listen to the lady and stuff. And I was like, yeah, this is not going to be healthy for this family at all to be on TV like this. And we've seen couples who've been on TV and their marriage and stuff don't even outlast being on reality TV. So I'm like, a whole family being on here, that's going to be disastrous. And we see what it is right now, because it's a shame, child. I'm going to just send some prayers for them, because it's a shame. And I just hope Tamar just gets her life together. Just focus on her and that baby and get their lives together and stuff like that. Don't introduce no new man, because David was not the one, even though she was big up in him the whole time. He was not the one. And the family then came out now and said that he wasn't this. He was all these things. And I'm like, well, why y'all like, come on now. But I guess they was trying to support Tamar and her decision, but whatever. That's a whole mess. And I don't even know if this is going to be the last season, because I don't think it said like series finale. I think it's just like the next season on BFFs. I keep saying BFF. BFV. That's what they say. But I thought that it was supposed to had went off a long time ago, where the sisters ain't want to film except for not Tracy. Is it not Tracy? That's not that lady name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The what is that girl? Oh God, I can't think of her name. Is it Tracy? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Where she is not as big as the other sister, so she really needed the money, so she stayed on the show, and she was doing like one-on-ones with different people, like I ain't even watch it. I just know that Phaedra was on there, and I heard everybody saying Phaedra was on there because she needed some camera time, because she wasn't on Real Housewives of Atlanta no more. So I was like, ooh. But yeah, I was just like, this is a whole hot ass mess. And speaking of the Real Housewives, I heard Potomac is a hot mess. I should have watched it this season, y'all, because I done heard there's been some drama on there, and I be following the tweets between Monique, because I do follow her on Twitter. So I be seeing her tweets, and I was like, damn, it's going down like that. I'm gonna have to watch the season, because I have not watched one episode of this season of Real Housewives of Potomac. I just been listening to the reviews, and I pretty much know what the show gonna be about, but I still might see it for myself and see what it's about. But I was like, ooh, they got a lot of drama on there. But yeah, y'all, that's all I really got for the weekly rambling. I did upload Life After Lockup, so go ahead and peep that out. If y'all got time. If not, check it out tomorrow while y'all work. You just have me in the background talking, and have me in the background talking with this weekly rambling. Look at that, I'm under 40 minutes today, because I told y'all I ain't really had no much to talk about, and all my stuff was kind of old and dated, and I know I done missed a whole bunch of stuff, because I just really wasn't into really following a lot this week. But I'm gonna do better this week, y'all, because I'm gonna pull myself up and get my life right, get my life focused and stuff like that. We are close to 800. Whoop whoop. How many I got? I think I got 763 or 7. I think it's 763. Don't give me the line, because that was the last time I checked. I think, and I just looked at it real briefly, so I think it's 763. So we are very close to 800. Let's come on. If any of your friends, your family, anybody, somebody on the street who got a phone, tell them to tune in, hit subscribe on my YouTube channel, so we can get up to that 1,000, because I'm trying to reach my 1,000 goal by December on this channel. I reached my 1,000 goal on my crafting channel, October 15th, so I was so excited about that. So if you are interested in crafting, go ahead and check out my crafting channel. It's called Crafting Made Easy. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell. I try to post videos on that channel every Tuesday and Thursday. Sometimes if the project takes too long, like if it has to dry as resin or epoxy or anything like that, and it has, well, I shouldn't say resin, because the resin I use is UV resin, but if it's epoxy, it'll take a little bit longer, so I'll try to post every Wednesday and Friday on that channel. So check that channel out. So I reached the goal on that channel, so I am trying to reach my 1,000 subscribers on this channel. So go ahead and share. And if you are watching this or any of my other videos and you have not hit that subscribe button, what are you waiting for? hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. You're going to enjoy yourself because I cuts up, acts a whole plum fool over here. You will not be disappointed. Okay? So anyway, y'all let me know what's going on in y'all lives, what y'all felt about what was happening on in the world. If I missed something, which I know I did, go ahead and put it down in them comments below. Hit the thumbs up button and also hit subscribe and the notification bell. And I will see y'all next time. What's coming up next, y'all? Married at First Sight and Sisters on Wednesday. So I will see y'all then. Y'all take care, all right, and be safe. Peace.